Don't try to show off when you have no showing off. In fact, your life will go off.
Parenting generally, it's not that it's getting tougher. The children are getting smarter. Children also know now that they have rights. In our days, you are seen, you are not heard. Now they are seen, they are heard, their voices overshadows yours. And they know now that parents are not perfect, we make mistakes. And so they'll tell you, oh, mommy, you can apologize. Yeah. Did you ever tell your mother that? The gift gives speed anyway. The passion gives speed. The talent gives speed. The training gives balancing. It gives confidence. It gives certification. Talent gives you a head start. Training gives you, pays the bill. Training keeps you consistent.
Do I need a formal training to be another guy do? A very good morning to our viewers all around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the time zone that you fall in today at this time. You are welcome again to another session of our podcast where we dish out instructions, counsels, advice on how to navigate life beyond the classroom with Professor Adeleke. Once again, you're welcome. This morning, I have another wonderful person, a friend, and a professional in her own right on this program this morning. She will tell us her name herself, and she will welcome us, and you welcome her as well to this broadcast. So, my guest, let our viewers meet you.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here this morning. I'm Funmilayo Adewale, but I'm popularly known and called FUG. FUG is just my initial, and it means Funmilayo Adewale Ganiat. Married to Adewale, so I'm Mrs. Adewale. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. FUG has been a friend for a long time. She's a personal person. You know, not every person is personal, but she's a personal person to me. And I believe our interactions today will give a lot of insights that our viewers will pick one or two things from as we go on. Our focus this morning in today's podcast is my gift, my vocation. My gift, my vocation. So all our deliberations and interactions will be around this focus. The questions that we ask her, the responses she will give me will center around this focus this morning. So let me first ask FUG.
Yeah.
Can you briefly share with our viewers your professional journey?
Yeah. I started as an educator, and so I went for training. NC at Lagos State College of Education in Janiki. I did English history. I then furthered for my first degree at Lagos State University, Lasu Ojo, where I did English education. I taught in some private schools while in Lagos before moving down to Ogbomoso. I started teaching. Then I got a job with the Teaching Commission, Oyo State Teaching Commission, TESCOM, and presently I'm a classroom teacher, always a teacher, a vice principal in one of the schools in town. Later on, while I was having my children, I felt there's a need for me to still, go further. I did my MSc, social work here in Lautech. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Although she does an abridged version of our professional journey, we are going to get in the full version as we proceed. Now, you are a teacher, an educator, and a mother. At the same time, there's a professional side of you that you have not talked about, which I'm still going to talk about later. But briefly, how do you blend these parts together? Your training as a teacher, your gift as a mother, because I don't think that's a training. And then your career as traditional engagement anchor. How do you blend all this without fail?
The part that I left out is the part where I'm also called Alaganimi official. This is the traditional engagement, compare, anchor, moderator, we call them any of this. Outside the classroom, which incidentally, that caught my attention, is the name of this
Channel.
the title of this podcast. Outside modern lives, I also connect with people. I had color, I had glaze, I had glamour, I had culture. So couple getting married during the weekends. So weekdays, I'm in the class. Weekends, I'm outside. I also want to add, I do also decorate venues for events. So I had color, I had glamour, I had confidence, and I also had culture to lives of people. I'm able to do this because I connect with people a lot. And over the years, before I knew I even had this passion for what I do right now, this additional thing I do, I connect easily with people. I have this charisma that attract people, and I go all out to meet people, make friends. And so this helped me. Then as a mother of 2 girls, and it's funny, I had my children concurrently, just 1 month, 3 months after the first one, I had the second one. So they were going together. So I'm able to, and they are girls. Their father was not in town. He works outside Ubomosho where I live. So I am always with them. So with them, this helped me a lot. So I'm able to merge my passion with mothering easily, effortlessly.
That's a wonderful thing. Our viewers, please, as early as now, begin to pick 1 or 2 things. You have no skills. Your career should never be an excuse not to raise your children. Your children should not be an excuse not to pursue a career. There must have a blend. There must be a meeting point.
Always.
Where none of them will fail at the expense of the other. Now, you just to chip in something now. You are a mother of 2 girls who are not ladies. Where I know the 2 girls, but I now know the ladies as well. And I also know one of them will become a woman soon. Yeah. Very interesting, very interesting. When you watch girls grow, you watch them grow, you marvel from childhood onto marriage life.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask, looking at the complexities of today's world, can you chip in something to our upcoming mothers, or even acting mothers, how to raise up morally upright girls, females, in this decadent period that we are in?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I look at the fact that people tend to say parenting, because I don't want to even stick to the word mothering. Parenting generally, say it's getting tougher. It's not that it's getting tougher, the children are getting smarter. It wasn't like it was when we were growing up.
Not at all.
They are now exposed, more exposure, technology.
Social media.
Children, the way I cannot handle my phone, a child of 6 will handle it.
Definitely.
So some of these things, the good, the bad, the ugly, they absorb it from outside. So you have to also, try and move in their direction. You don't stay static. I am a very intentional person. And so when I started raising my children, I was very intentional. I have a mother, maybe because my mother was not Yoruba, and I grew up in Lagos, So I grew up in an environment where we were so free. We were brought up quite early in life to be free, dependent, free. So the same thing occurred when I started raising my children. I was intentional. I gave them free. I gave them space to meet with me, talk with me. We talk about every issue. Believe it. Everything under the earth we discuss. I gave them that opportunity. And this thing that you talk about, you say, listen and don't judge. I have been doing that for a very long time. I listen to them. I don't judge them. So they're able to tell me everything as they come from school, as they come to church. They discuss everything with me. So and thirdly, I teach those values. I model it. I'm a pattern for them. When we're talking, I chip it in. I teach it, I do it. Because children emulate you. You're the first teacher anyway. So they emulate you. They absorb everything they see around you. And then they begin to display it. So whatever you do, be sure they are going to display it. No, your hidden, the unspoken, the action, your reaction, your inaction. They absorb everything and they do it. Like my two girls, I would say this one in this aspect, she has absorbed this one. This other one in this aspect, she absorbed, and they do it so well. I'll be like, Akilode. So that is what I want to say. Be intentional about it. Give them space. Give them room to express themselves. Be free with them. Be their friends. Now we have this issue. I am their friend. For them to even get friend, it's becoming like very difficult. So what I was just sharing with me, said, FUG, please, your daughter will be getting married soon. Please try and leave her. I said, you don't have to tell me that. I'll leave her. But we are very close. So intentionality, let them express themselves, be friends with them,
and give them space.
Model what you want them to display.
Wow, this is interesting. Viewers, please, if you are new to this channel, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Now, very good point here. Friendship with your children. Because if it's a friend that can share deep things with a friend.
Yeah.
If all parents can be friends with their children, we have less issues to complain about.
Oh, yeah.
But how many of the parents have the time? Because friends have time for friends.
Yeah.
Friends will sacrifice for friends. How many parents can sacrifice time for their children? Very, very important. Now, the next thing we're talking about, we want to go at this, talk about now from now, let's bring it a little bit out. Although you have chipped something like that in previously, talking about your own upbringing, your own mother, like that, and my own mother too. We were brought up. That time we used to say, okay, we of this age, we born in the 70s, we are limited edition. Limited edition. Really, you have to take care of yourself. If your bone breaks now, there will not be spare part for it. All right. So, today we have mothers who still qualify to gender their mother. I've seen ladies. What I can say is they just have children. They are not mothers actually. I want us to briefly, for the sake of our upcoming mothers or the fresh mothers, mothering then and mothering now, which I call Gen Z mothers. The traditional mothers that brought us up. We respect them today. When we look at things happening, you need to shout on us, you need to make us do house chores, you need to discipline us. We appreciate it now. But today, you see mothers, let us talk deep and right. Gen Z mothering and the traditional mothering. Can you?
The difference is, like I said, children are getting smarter. Then, children also know now that they have rights. In our days, you are seen, you are not heard. Now, they are seen, they are heard, their voices overshadows yours. If you are not careful. And so I saw one clip yesterday, somebody said, this is degenerated childhood. The guy was talking back to a woman just yesterday night. And I said, degenerated childhood. And it will grow into an adult that will be difficult to control. And so our children these days, yes, we allow them. They know they have rights and they want to assert that right, which is true. And they know now that parents are not perfect, we make mistakes. And so they'll tell you, mommy, you can apologize. Yeah. Did you ever tell your mother that? She has a way of coming to apologize later anyway if she offended you. But now they will ask you. And if you don't, of course, you know that you break something in them. You break them. So that is the difference, major difference. The children are just getting smarter due to the age of technology and what they see. If you say you are not teaching them, they have 10,000 teachers that will teach them what you want to teach them. If they ask you a question you're not sure about it, you're going about they say, don't worry, they'll find out. So why don't you not make it easier for them? Give them the opportunity. So that is the difference. We are not giving opportunity to talk, to explain, to tell them what we are feeling, the way we are actually feeling them, we hide because we are meant to be seen and not heard.
So in a way, mothers today, we have to up our game.
Yes.
On the level of intentionality.
That
the
is
type of mother I want my daughter to be. Will I be happy with my daughter to become like me as a mother? Very, very instructive. You know, talking about questions, today's children are just very smart. I think we ask questions that you have to scratch your head.
Oh.
You use an idea, you don't know it. If I ask me a question, he said, why do people sleep but don't wake up?
Oh my goodness.
How do I answer that?
Death.
I said, you know when they die? What makes them so? What makes them die? We sleep but they don't wake. I said, well, there's some things we cannot answer. Only God knows why. Some may be sick,
Yes.
some may ask, but for someone that just sleeps and does not wake up, perhaps God has the answer. I said, there are many things we don't know now. But the kind of question we ask you, you marvel. Where is it coming from?
Yeah, that's smart. That's just the
So really, if I find children have right today, but as mothers, we cannot just leave them to exercise to fully, because if you leave them without control, right must be with control.
Oh yeah.
If you leave them without control, the way when they get the answers, it be do more disservice to them and to you, the parent. Now, so a lot of things have changed over
A
time.
lot of things.
You know, then your mom will not be wearing slippers. She will tell you go and wear your slippers. You don't know question. But today, you are not wearing. You tell your mommy you are not wearing.
But you two, you are not ready.
Why should I wear?
That's what I meant.
That's the kind of
They
things
now know
we
how to assert
have.
their rights.
That's the issue. That's the issue. Fine. Now, our viewers, please comment, like, and share as we proceed. Now, from the look of things, I think I may be right to say your teaching is becoming a side hustle. If my Bible says it that way.
I have just 4 more years.
Fine.
So it is.
Yeah, it's a side hustle. Now, doing your own, this particular career, profession you have taken, that is the main hustle. Do I need a formal training to be another guy do?
Oh.
So it's just, also someone from outside, so please, give us some light. Some maybe they are interested in that profession.
So yeah, we're delving into this aspect where I called my passion.
Exactly.
Where I have my passion. This started as a passion, really. So I'm not going to deride that your passion can also develop into something that becomes a major thing. Like I said, my teaching, I have 4 more years, and even now, I keep telling people, if I have my way, I'll have voluntary retirement so that I can face this that I do because of age and all, because it takes a lot. Even if you have a good voice, you still go for vocal training. And so, training is just the beginning. Talent gives you a head start. Training gives you, pays the bill. Training keeps you consistent. Training gives other trust in what you do.
A professional.
That is what makes you a professional. And so from looking at the professional angle, I must confess, because I kept asking myself, I never trained for it at the initial stage. It was a gift. And like I said, talent is just the raw material. That was my I had this raw material. But if you want to cook a egusi soup and you put the egusi, the shelled one, you put your oil, you put the onion, and you keep it on the table.
You can't cook it.
With the pot. You can't cook it. So this your talent is just your raw material. You need to now, over the years. Before we started the podcast, I said, in June, we do induction. Alaga industry in Nigeria now. It has gone beyond what we see it. If you are a professional, not the Abeli one. We now we talk to our members all over Nigeria. I belong to a professional group, APWECON. We call it the Association of Professional Engagement Coordinators of Nigeria, or your state. And every week, Monday to Friday, we have what we do as task. We learn Orin Ilu. We talk about our challenges. We pray. So you have to belong to a body. And now we want to bring we have different groups, but we have to bring everyone under an umbrella. So We always have yearly seminars. We have yearly 2 years by annual programs where we come 3 days retreat. We learn, we unlearn, we relearn. So at the professional angle, you have to be trained. So just don't say because I can sing, you have a good voice, I can dance. It is not even because you can talk. So you have to learn how to blend this and then know how to control crowd, engage with your audience, deal with difficult clients, timing, costing. So all this, how do you learn it? It doesn't come because you have the talent. You learn this one. We are taught.
Wonderful. I mean, no matter how gifted you are, there's a place for training.
Yeah.
Our viewers, my refugee here did not just wake up and become a lager. She has her first degree. She has her second degree. Aside the specialized training in the Alaga coordinator stuff. So if you are in school now and you are thinking you have passion towards this line, your schooling is not a waste. Your degree is not a waste. See it as a leverage on which you are going to build whatever passion you have. Training is compulsory. Training is important. Without it, there is a limit to which you can reach. Your professionalism will be limited without appropriate training. I think that one has actually answered a bit of our next question, that if can gifts not be sufficient? Really? Can you maybe, I think we have talked about it, just give us
let me go further. Gifts, the speed. With gifts, it's your speed is faster. With training, you have seen people becoming in some professions, they just trained for it and they are doing so well. The gift, is gives speed anyway. The passion gives speed. The talent gives speed. The training gives balancing. It gives confidence. It gives certification, which is important too. Some people want to see your certificate. And with that, your talent, the two will now work hand in hand concurrently, and then beyond the sky is your limit. Yes, in our job, we could switch a lot. So if you don't train, you won't know when to do what. It has procedure, it has templates. So how do you just start thinking opening prayer? After opening prayer, what else do I do? So there is template. So in training, the template for your talent is merged.
Very important. And that flexibility has to be there, and that can be done in training. You cannot have gift to be flexible. You have to, that one has to come in the training. For example, if let's say the bride family are whites, but the groom family, they are Yorubas. You must go to code switch because they'll be lost. If you are just the Yoruba person and you are not trained, you are not educated. That's why the educational comes in. Because we need to communicate to either of the parties. Very, very, very important. So training is compulsory if you must make a headway in life.
I have problem with some Malagas. You hear you virtually hear the accent. I'm like, and I was like, what? No. So you're always, well, maybe from my background, that helped. So everything works together for good, just like the Bible says. Your background, your educational qualification, your training, and your own desire. Oh my God, you see the flawless, the excellent performance, the sweat, the pain that goes through it. If you see what I do, if you know how much I spend on data, if you see how much I go, when they say, I like a day, we'll pay this amount, I do all of this because I want to be better. I don't just sit. So I tell people, Kilema, what do you do? Go. It's not just saying I can talk and I've started Alaga. Hey! I don't sleep nights, 3 a.m. at times I'm doing some things, I'm looking at something, I want to learn Oriki, if you tell me you are from Ekiti, the father of the bride, Mama is from Ilesha. Then our groom, they are from Abeokuta. And the mother of the groom is from Anambra.
So you have to
4 songs.
4 different.
You have to know all that happens in those places so that you can carry everybody. Mother's family, one day. Father's family, one day. Groom's family, 2 things. No, so you have to.
So they will not feel left out.
You have to. So how do you blend this together? A lot of Oriki Mani Wolo, Ebado, Mesiogo. You have to learn everything. Songs it is difficult. So you train. Like I said on Wednesday in our own, now the body on Oyo State. On Wednesdays we do learning Onilu. Every Wednesday, every week.
Do you select the town?
Oh yes. They'll say today we are learning, we'll be singing, we'll be teaching us Lesha at Yondo. So they will teach you, they will put it as voice note. We do a lot.
So a lot of expositions you are making that actually it's kind of burst my bubbles about. So it's beyond.
It's beyond.
Just carry microphone.
Except those that are not.
Just carry microphone. Just call them inside.
Except you're not involved. It's beyond carrying.
And professionalism is key.
Yeah. It gives you confidence.
Silly.
That's one thing that I have. Silly. There's no way I'm being opportunity. I'm not limited to Gomosho. I've gone to Ghana. I've gone to Ghana. I've gone to Abuja. I've gone to Kaduna. So I'm just waiting for. I did not get visa last year. I had a job that somebody wanted to pay. I come to do is not in the UK.
I think yeah.
I got the visa later. I just had to go. But you know what am I saying? It is beyond here. So don't limit yourself. Do all it takes so that you can start. At times I never knew. To be Alaga in Ogbomoso, okay, in Oyo. I went to Lagos and I met. Yes, in this our Alaga, there's E-class Alaga. Yes, and we give it to them.
Normal.
We know them. And I met with like 3 that names. If I have not tried to build myself, I will.
Definitely.
One, I was Alaga for Okuni, lesser job. One, the Alaga drew. One, I was the Alaga in Choco with one of the mothers in our industry. She came with her entourage. But I performed. Then another with one well-known, beautiful woman that did a lot in my life. I have a place, she has a place in my heart. Well known, if I mention her name. The days we worked together, that was where I started. And she said, Mommy, you said you're from Ogbomoso? I said, yes. Ogbomoso, I said, Ogbomoso. From her, she has given me 3 other jobs that she could not go and she said, I trust your work. Can you please go to this place for me? Just to show you. Can you motivate I was just doing like on my belly engager. I will not be able to. So we have to be up and doing.
There's something I always tell my students that if you want to make a difference in whatever area you have chosen, you must endeavor to be different. You must stay away from the crowd, from the status quo, from the way things are usually done, because you want to make a difference in that chosen career of yours. Whether you're going to, well, if you are chosen to be a footballer, there's training. I heard of one some years back. I think this Femi Kuti. They were interviewing him then. He now said he used to rehearse about 4 hours daily on saxophone. 4 hours daily. And now you now imagine someone doing 4 hours a day.
Something you think you know. Something you think you know.
You now imagine someone I can say I have beats.
I blow air into the
even in lecturing too. There are things want to make a difference. You must be ahead of your game. Because the moment you go to class and your students tackle you, and the students you are meant to teach are proving that they know more than you, there's a problem. There's a problem.
And they know it.
And they know it. Of course. That's why you have to be up your game. Our viewers, we hope you are picking 1 or 2 things. There's no career that doesn't have their own challenges. In the academic community as a lecturer, which I am, there are challenges. I don't think there's any career in this life that doesn't have its own challenges. Can you please share with those who are looking at possibility of picking this your profession, the challenges that they should expect?
On Thursdays, in that group where I said I belong, what we do is what we call Iriri Lagba. Iriri Lagba. So yeah, they will now each zone, they zoned us. We have just one zone because we are not. They'll say, share an experience. Hey, you hear things. Just this Thursday, the woman that shared said she had a job, and the person said it was a Sunday, Muslim. Their fast will start in the morning. She should come by 1. By the time she got there by 1, they've not started. This is a big one for us when we meet with Muslims family, Nikai, and they want to share. After that, by 5, they did not leave the mic. She's been there since then. Oh yes. So they started, and she said she was okay, and you dare not go and collect mic from them. They advise us, they teach us that don't ever do it. Leave them. And immediately she finishes. They said, but it's so important láti share yẹn. But it's so you know what they're saying? But important. And said immediately, oh no, don't shine. Ojo change. Wind began to blow. Canopy. The woman now said she was trying to go to one. Jesus. Now began to pray. Only one, the others left. One sat under the tent still. When she wanted to begin, she was trying to call, and when this wind began, and one sat under. He said, she began to affirm the word of God. She said all those things she said. She now started a song, and the wind ceased. That one now stood up. We see it. I've heard of when they said, went to do a work at Jebu, and they started work, and her voice ceased. She could not say anything again.
Wow.
And one has happened to me. I was standing for the groom. Me about 10 naira. You know what happened? It was the man, it was a male. She came with a woman. It was a Muslim family. The bride is a Muslim family. But the boy was a Christian, and the girl has turned to a Christian, so they called me. Well-known family, the bride, I don't need to call them. The person they called as Alagai Joko, now a male from Lagos. At the point, he just told me, hey Joe, Eyawala boy. Prof, they came with their own. Hey Joe, Eyawala boy, my aborted, my family. After tomorrow, I did not 1 naira did not enter that abo. Not many people will give you. They need to ask some things. And then there are some places that, Prof, egba kwati mo sosha. 1 naira at times we go and pawo, but
nothing.
Prof, till I left. But I remember she said, and she came with us. But I was not sensitive. After years, after to be 19 years or 15. So now, know the God you serve as you go. You get there, some that's one of my faint. Oh, nile soromo. To ba lo moshe lo ma lo pari ise. Diabolical means. Oh, we are gone. So on Thursday, they said, Iriri Lagba, share your experience. And we have had tens and thousands of it. So that is one aspect. Then dealing with difficult parents where you go, you did not know that Papa and Mama, they are no longer together. So the father get said the mother will not sit here today.
And they never told you that.
They never told you. When you get there, the father has another wife. So he said, how do you marry? Mama, yeah, well, you always have to begin to know. Mommy,
there are 2 mothers there now.
Oh my God. Some daughter will tell you, don't allow her to pray for me. She must not touch me. How do you do that? Don't allow her to touch me. I want my grandmother to pray, to sit on my. You begin to, so you be the one to know, Mommy, Daddy, mommy. Then if you say, don't let me, when they are calling me to come and sit and take picture, don't let me go there. And they'll tell you, after the picture, lost all mommy. So just doing, you have to be sensitive. So many things. You deal with difficult parents, you deal with difficult audience, and you deal with others that are not even the parents, and they want to cause problem. different things. You deal with some people, they don't pay your full charges 1 year after. 5 years, 10 years, one of the popular pastor in Gomasheye, I did daughter's wedding. One son what made the name. So, and I did not say free name. So, you know, some of those things, yeah. So there are, there's great challenge to it. Then we travel, we come back in the night. You finish your job in Lagos by 6, you still want to come. One of my children were going, I remember when I was a church secretary, I must be in church on Sunday. So when I go for outside work, I must come back. 11, 12, I just come also say Taki, say, Iwaju bookshop with Taki. That famous that one that is opposite that Taki around the banner. I had to sleep there till the morning.
Maybe we see had a country that time.
Yeah, we see had Iwaju bookshop in here.
We see had a country that time.
I'm telling you, Iwaju bookshop in here. But you know, Taki was a bit busy because my now noticed that it has nightlife too. There.
Yes.
It does. I slept there because I was late coming to town. So those are some of the things.
It's not all a bed of roses. Moving up the ladder. It's not, because even in this my own field here, you think, academics, we have issues, challenges. You see where people carry a book to under lecturer to go and put on lecturer's office because of position. 2 people were contested for VC shift some years ago. All of a sudden, the opponent fell ill, almost died. The opponent of one of them almost died. You see a boy sacrifice on different junctions because of position. So we had a lot of challenges. You see issues where a lady will do something on the eye, go and meet the lecturer.
Yeah.
Once you greet that lecturer and he looks at you, you are hooked. So whatever the career, whatever you are pushing, there are challenges. The challenges. So it has been a wonderful time so far. Our viewers, once again, I want to implore us to please like, share, and comment on our discussions of today. Now, we are talking about the challenges in this land, just like we have challenges in every kind of profession. Now, you started with the issue of gift, which is like the raw material. The training is like the processing. Without that training, that talent may not carry you far and fast.
Yes.
Now, what if I'm interested in this kind of profession, or vocation, but I don't seem to have the gift in it? Can I still succeed as an alaga? I'm not gifted at all. I don't have the voice. I don't have the courage. I don't have the charisma. Can I just go for training without the gift and can I still make it?
Oh, yes. Succeed will now have a different faces. So that succeed, the level at which someone that has the talent and the training, it will be different. But you will succeed. I've had people, this one popular one, he said, I don't know how to. In fact, when I see her doing job, she does big jobs. Komojo. She'll just be doing like this. I even noticed that Orin man fast and she's doing a great job. She says she trained, and you know, and then we should not remove the place of favor of God in this that we do also. So. And you know one thing, whatever you do consistently, you get better.
With time.
Yeah, so you don't have to, even if you don't have the talent. When I came, I've had people, when I came to this job, I just felt I saw Adelaga and I want to train. So, yes, you can succeed. That is the truth.
You can succeed. So, our viewers, if you kind of you are thinking of a particular career, and you feel you're not gifted in that area, that's not the end. I know some musicians today, very popular musicians. If they sing without instrument, you will hate them. They don't have the voice. But training.
Yeah, training.
They are stars today. There are people run after their songs today. All right. Now, Nigeria is our country. It's not a mistake being born in Nigeria. I watched the clip. The guy, he was calling heaven. Is that the angel in charge of distributing people to different countries? I said, please, what did I do? What offense did I commit that you sent me to Nigeria? Really, it's not an error. It's not a mistake. For God not making us Americans or Kuwaitis or Iraqis or Canadians, but Nigerians. Looking at the realities on ground and the propensity of our youth to have lost hope in this country.
Oh yeah.
Any opportunity to jackpot, they are ready to go. And come with the fact that quite a number have jackpot and they are thinking of jackpot. Because this jackpot here will pay more. Now, is there a ray of hope for these our youths? What kinds can you give who have lost hope in this country? If I'm looking at, I was speaking to an elderly person over 60 years, some years ago. He was talking to me, someone like me, talking to me. You can see you have some hope. Then things were not as bad as they are now when he spoke those words. He said, for me, I've lost hope. Also for someone like you, even then, even the hope he felt I had was half.
Then
it was like a string. Well, I see how this string of hope. Looking at the realities of things, the way our democracy is in practice, even though some people say we don't have full democracy, we only have politics.
Everything.
Is there any what counsel can you give for those who are rushing to just get out? Come with the fact that unto law, they are regretting they left.
Hey, maybe if you have asked me this question sometimes ago about jackpot, I would have said, jackpot. But now, I must be sincere with you. And we should be sincere with ourselves. Yeah, I don't have any problem with people that want to jackpot now. Because do we have a system in Nigeria that works? Is anything working? Let's ask ourselves that question and be sincere with it. I am a mother of youth. So, is anything working? But the truth is, even there, it's not as easy as it is. But your heart is at peace. Your mind is at peace. Because systems work. That is the truth. Someone was telling me last week, but when we're talking about this issue of the abduction, said for Hamaniko Moama Walo. And said, if I know easy money, go easy, but so better now. Toba is in every issue in life, the place of favor with God, the God you serve, how God helps you. We should not undermine it. For youths now, if I have the chance, my children will not be here. That's the truth. They won't be here. Yeah. Yes. Because the grass is greener in some other places. The truth, that's I may be, please. My reality now is we don't have a system in Nigeria that works. So many things have happened, are still happening. And there's a difference. There's a difference. If I have the chance, my children will not be here. So you can from there take your cue of what I want to say. For youth, however, develop a skill, look for children. Both of them are working in Lagos. So Shema will still send Gary, will send your yam, will send rice, I will send Ororo. Just last week she called mommy. She called I first he has to send money for them. And they are working 8 to 5. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I have a skill. Just yesterday, she was calling me. She said, mommy, she has bought my uncle for a particular skill. But the father, no, the father, please, fathers, please, parents, allow these children. For our own age, we may think a particular vocation is sin. Sin. They are sin. Christian fathers, let me talk to you now. Let them do it. Let me, my other children, a particular one, and the father is like, make up on you. Make up. And so, to him, and that's what she wants to do. And she has not been able to think of any other thing. So yesterday we just agreed within ourselves. Go and look for a time, start. We'll talk. We'll look for what. That is what she wants to do. Let her have a skill. So youths, let me face you. A skill, acquire a skill. Acquire a skill as a side hustle. Let me tell you, like I told you, I'm a teacher. I decorate in event venues. I started it. And today, to the glory of God, my husband is retired. And that is what sustains us. Decoration. And I started it. He took it up, and that is what he does every Saturday. He is out today. I do bid. I'm a bidder. I sit down. I won't sleep to 3. I am making beads. I learnt it, and I do alaga. Oh yeah, 4 things just now. So look for something to do, no matter how small. I went to deliver a bid yesterday to my sister-in-law, and she is paying. Write your account number, and she has sent. So what am I saying? Learning the vocation, learning a skill, very important. Please have your certificate, but please have a vocation. Thank God in Nigeria, one of it will sell. Thank you.
Thank you, Refugee. You have tried to strike a balance. For those that must go, they are free to go. Our systems here are not built, our nationhood here is not built around institutions. They are not built around personalities, politicians. That's why institutions, systems are not working. But there, things are working, systems are working, institutions are working and working well. But for those who will not have the chance, not everybody will be able to go. That's the truth. That's the reality. Please, skill takes you high.
Yeah.
Your gift can take you to a point. Yeah. Skill will make you stay there. Skill will establish you there.
Yeah.
Skill will promote you there.
Yes.
Don't like your gift, as you said, your gift alone is not sufficient. If you really want to go far, your gift alone is sufficient. So learn a skill, and you need to swallow pride and ego. I'm a graduate. I can go and learn a skill. I can go and learn under someone who didn't go to school. What you need is skill, not the person. And personality is different. What you're going to gain from him is what matters.
And now you're going to up that game.
Yeah. Very, very important. Very important. Now, the final area I want to talk, I think you have actually
touched it.
Entered the place now. Talking about, I listened to a chat of someone recently, I think the CEO of Money Point. They were saying they needed to fill vacancies. They couldn't get employable youth to fill in. Now, hundreds of thousands are sent into NYSC camps every year.
Some just
graduates.
Yeah.
I will say, ask about this first class, second class, that graduate from universities, both private and public. You couldn't get people to employ in Money Point. And that leads me to the point of the unemployability of our graduates. Now, you're talking about on the issue of vocation career, it's often said that graduates are unemployable. It's actually an unfortunate thing that students go through school 4 or 5 years of study, 6 years, and then long as they say they are unemployed. Why did they go to school in the first place? Wasn't it to be employed? Maybe because of the error of our educational system, which kind of train us to be employed, not to stand, not to create employment. Maybe that area need to be visited some other time. But now, what way can these graduates be self-reliant themselves? Now, if a lot of companies are saying they are unemployable, now what can these graduates do to be useful to themselves? You mentioned training, you mentioned skill acquisition, that's fundamental.
Yeah.
What other things do you think they need to make them self-reliant and not after graduate, 2, 3, 4 years after graduation, he's still meeting his parents for upkeep? 4 years after. See, mom, like that. We have them. We have them. We have people marrying into their father's house. They give them a room. Managing this room because the guy is getting of age. So how can graduates in this era of they are not employable, how can graduates, fresh graduates, be useful to themselves and be self-reliant?
I have said something about that, and that's like the major thing. Now, yes, you said employability of our graduates. The starting point also matters. If the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Some of them, many of them, you see them in our institution today, they are not, they can't defend their degrees, they can't defend their certificates. So thank God for some of our own children that we taught in the way of the Lord, that anything that is not straight, they didn't do it. So they should be able to defend. Yeah, so that is one area. The second one is, okay, fine, you did so well, you can defend your certificate, but there's no job. Whatever you know, your hands find doing. Even skill, business. You may not have a skill, but you may be in business. You may be into buying and selling. What do you like? What is your passion? Like somebody like me from time immemorial, I have eye for good clothes, shoes, jewelry, how to combat. So I even did that sometimes. I buy clothes, I sell clothes. When a Bowen student just came, that's where they came. I am their main, I sell clothes to those girls. Clothes, shoes, shirts. Somebody imports from abroad, I buy, I put 3,000, 2,000, I sell. So that one, you don't require any skill. No. So apart from skill, well, as much as God will help you, as much as can find mentors, help us. Start a business, buying and selling something. Look around you. What do we need? Among your friends, what are the things you have? If you're selling, so somebody advertising t-shirts for footballers and all that. I said, this is good. Who are those things? Who are those that you think will buy it? Yes, that's something. Buying and selling. Business is another one. Then don't depend on your certificates alone. If some of us, then if you stop at NC, go for your first degree. If you stop at first degree, go for your master's. If you stop at your master's, go for your PhD. So, only Japan, that is where you eat. Truly. So, invest in yourself.
Very important. Self-investment. Invest in yourself is the key. In any way you can. Don't rely on the curriculum and think you take you higher than you expect. About your employability, there is a copper sent to a school and posted to the HOD's office for that department. The now has a copper. Go to the doors of the lecturers' offices. Go and check their initials. They wanted to maybe do some things in the department. Go and check their initials. The copper went all through the entrances and went back to the HOD.
And said
I didn't see initials. He was looking for INITIALS on the door.
True story?
A graduate, yes. Happened very close to me.
Thank you.
The department I know, the HOD I know. I was surprised. This is a graduate. Yeah. Go and check the initials of the staff. He was looking for initials as a word.
As bad as that.
Celebrate. So now corroborates the fact that many of these so-called graduates are quite unemployable. Yeah. Because just pass through school as a ritual. Just pass through. You see a graduating student final year cannot say. That's one like do defense. Final defense. Yeah. I tell them, Speak in language you understand.
Oh my goodness.
Because I cannot understand whatever he's saying. Please change your language.
Oh.
It's when you guys speak, okay, you start to switch you back.
Oh.
For me to understand, because there's no way I can understand what they're saying. The 500 level. The confidence is not there. Now, how can this kind of person? So, if such a person does not develop himself on what he wants to do, it's a no-no. It's a no-no. So please invest in yourself, whatever it is. You must go higher. You must move up. You need to develop yourself. Because nobody expects a graduate, so to speak, to still be depending on their parents after spending
Nigeria. That is Nigeria for you. When Nigeria happens to you,
it's
invest in yourself, develop yourself, then look for mentors. Mentors doesn't have to be one special thing.
No.
Just move close to that person, and then ask question. Be close to that person. Then seek for help. Seek for help. If something you want, you are interested in, she knows it, go and meet the person. Don't let your ego also deflate your ego, and let's meet with people, look for mentor, not mentor as a mentor. Move close to someone.
So that is chipping this. Something I always tell my students. You know, when I go to my final year class, that's mostly. Apart from the lecture, apart from the topic I need to teach, I give a pep talk. It's something usually especially final year class, because we are about living. I give pep talk different times, different kind of things to discuss together. I say, one of the things you need in life is a network of people. Don't just know book, know people. Your book alone cannot take you high. Know people. Network, very, very important. Your network, your true net worth is a network of people around you. If you are going to buy and selling, you need contacts.
Yeah,
you need people. In your contacts, you know those that we no one know in that your network, you know people that money. You know those targets. You need people.
Network,
you need people. Definitely.
Network and connection.
Connection is important. There was a day I used to have a friend. She's still a friend. She's buying and selling. I think she's based in Ilorin. She just sent a message to me on just a chat that then please can you send me 2,000 naira?
Urgent suki.
I just wondering how can she be asking me empty momo? She asked me 2,000 naira. Then I called her. I said, what is the problem? Asking for 2,000 naira. He said it's a strategy. What did she do? She used this idea of network. She checked, she needed something.
Okay.
It wasn't 2,000 she needed. She needed quite a sum.
Okay.
But yeah, if I ask FUG for 100,000, that's too high. She may not be able to. Okay. If I ask her about 200, she now checked her contact. Okay. Can I get 50 people in my contact?
Hey.
Send a message. I need 2,000. I need 2,000. 2,000 is easy to part with. Before you know it, 100 from 50 people. That was the idea.
Okay.
And if she didn't have the network of people, she could call.
With even as small as 2,000.
As small as 2,000. I would have them. So I didn't send her 2,000. I sent her 5. Minimum people will send the 2. Some will send that 10. 2. About 2,000. Take that. Like that. That's more than what she needed.
Network is what we are saying here.
Very, very important. Very, very important. So, our viewers, we are getting close. We are rounding off our podcast for today on my gift, my vocation. I want to believe you have gleaned a lot from my professional traditional engagement called moderator and co-compare that we have brought today. Please, any comment that you have regarding to this podcast, please write it on the comment section of our channel, and we'll be glad to share with you. And when I have a closing remark for my guests, well, she shall round off or round up all we have discussed today as a parting shot.
Thank you so much. As a parting shot, whatever you want to do, go all out. That is one thing that is helping me. Whatever you want to do, go all out in doing it. Yes, they said, words are good, deeds are better. When the God wanted to create, he said, in the beginning, that created the world. He said, let there be light. You can imagine if the word went out and light did not follow. So, once we have said so many things this morning, what do you want to do with them? Go out there, pick those ones you can pick. All the words you have heard before now, let your deeds, action, let them follow. That is my pattern shirt for you today. And when you want to show up, show up. If you need to show off, even in showing up, please do it. But no, before you can show off, you must have gone through some pains, some sweat, some blood, and let them matter in whatever you are doing when you are showing up. Thank you and have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much. She said, showing up precedes showing off. Your showing off, you know, have value. Have you have showed up to the challenges, to the hard work, to the discipline required in showing off? Don't try to show off when you have no showing off. In fact, your life will go off. So our viewers, we appreciate you for being with us on today's episode. Finally, as I always say, it is not over until you say it is over. See you in our next episode with Beyond the Classroom. People's Adeleke. Bye for now.